Stephenasmith walked back the comments he made comparing Rihanna to Beyonce on Wednesday, January 18th. Comparison is not good because it makes people to lose their dignity and feel less valued. How he uttered those words without thinking is still a puzzle that needs to be resolved. People need to think before they talk. The moment occurred when the firebrand sports commentator stopped by Sherri Shepherd's eponymous talk show to discuss the Needed Me singer's upcoming Super Bowl 57 halftime show. "Ladies and gentlemen, she's a lot of things, she's spectacular, actually," he said. "There's one thing she's not, she ain't Beyonce."
There's one thing she's not. She ain't Beyonce.
I know she's not Beyonce, but...
What? How dare you make such comparison?
Because Beyonce recently performed at the Super Bowl.
Yes, she did.
And without Bruno Mars and Coldplay.
Okay, so Beyonce performed, but she's had her time. Now there's...
It kills the spirit and lowers one's self-esteem. It is not strange that the ill-suited comparison sparked a vocal outcry from the studio audience and also really backlash among Rihanna's fans on social media an hour after the interview was aired.
Rihanna's coming back. She got that extra of motherhood. I like Rihanna.
You know what? I like television. I like a lot of talent out there. There's some spectacular females in television. I just want to say that. Everybody ain't Sherri.
Okay, everybody's not sharing.
That's not throwing shade on them. That's appreciating their greatness, but understanding there's levels, you know?
Okay.
And Rihanna's music is fantastic. She's great. She's a sister. I love her dearly. I listen to her music. I'm going to support her till the cows come home. I'm just telling you, for me, there's Beyonce and there's everybody else. Just like it was Michael Jackson and it was everybody else.
You got to give Rihanna a chance because I really...
The choice of words was really poor. Smith hopped on Instagram ready to eat crow. "I'm gonna own it," he said. "I know what y'all trying to do. But I'm gonna own it because I get paid to speak for the living, so I need to be more careful." So many fans of Rihanna were very angry with such utterances. I think it is after the attack from Rihanna fans that made Smith to rethink and table an apology. Here it goes. "I want Rihanna to know, you're a superstar, you're sensational, you're spectacular," Smith continued. "You're no joke. And you are a worthy person to be doing the Super Bowl halftime show. If you know she was worthy enough to be taking part in this Super Bowl event, then what influenced you to use such a statement to a lady? That was like a bombshell you are throwing out here." However, Smith then attempted to justify his comment by blaming Shepherd for asking a question in front of her largely female studio audience.
"You know, I'm going to own it. I know what y'all trying to do, but I'm going to own it because I get paid to speak for a living, so I need to be more careful. I want Rihanna to know you're a superstar. You're sensational. You're spectacular. You're no joke. And you are a worthy person to be doing the Super Bowl halftime show." Having said all of that, I was answering a question from Sherri Shepherd, who took over the Wendy Williams show and now got her own thing going, and I'm very proud of her. And she asked me with a bunch of sisters in the audience what she asked me. Now, I'm a Beyonce fan. I think that Beyonce is not only a phenomenal performer, the phenomenal performer. And the only reason any kind of comparison came into play is because Beyonce performed at halftime of the Super Bowl, not just by herself, but one separate Super Bowl performance with Bruno Mars and Coldplay. And I thought those were two of the greatest shows that I've ever seen. So what I'm saying is anybody has to measure up to that. Last year, with Snoop and Dre and Mary J and Eminem, I was like, Bruno Mars, Beyonce, Coldplay, big time. They got to measure up to that. Anybody who does Super Bowl or Super Bowl halftime show, forever I'm going to say Beyonce, Bruno Mars, Coldplay, and then Beyonce by themselves. Michael Jackson could still be alive, and I would say it's got to measure up to that. Eminem, who's one of my favorites, would say that about him. Coldplay. When they talked about Coldplay initially for the Super Bowl, I was like, not enough. That can't measure up to Beyonce and Bruno Mars, or Bruno Mars by himself, or Beyonce by herself. I've always said that. I meant it as no disrespect to Rihanna. I know she's phenomenal, and she's my sister. Nothing but love for her. But Beyonce is my sister too. I got love for both of them. I just think that Beyonce is the greatest performer out there today. That's me. That doesn't mean I'm hating on anybody else. Doesn't mean I'm damn sure wishing for Rihanna to fail. I don't believe she's gonna fail. She's gonna be great. I'm just saying that I'm a Beyonce fan. That's all. That's it. Rihanna, go do your thing. I apologize for creating whatever brouhaha comes of this. I gotta be more careful where people twist it and turn it into something it ain't. My bad on that. Now I gotta go. Good luck, sweetie. Looking forward to seeing you perform at halftime during the Super Bowl. You know you gotta turn it out. You know you gotta turn it out. And I believe you will. All the best to you. Bye-bye.
When people tender apology and bring in justification for doing what they did, it means they are not really apologizing for any wrongdoing. If you have to justify, then it means you don't acknowledge that what you did was wrong. So why apologize? Maybe you are just apologizing for apology's sake. He continued. Now I'm a Beyonce fan, he stated. I think that Beyonce is not only a phenomenal performer, but the phenomenal performer. And the only reason any kind of comparison came into play is because Beyonce performed at halftime at the Super Bowl not just by herself, but one separate Super Bowl performance with Bruno Mars and Coldplay. And I thought that those were two of the greatest shows that I've ever seen. We really don't dispute the fact that those were your best shows. However, we are on a totally different show, which is due soon. Maybe if you watch Rihanna on stage now, you may enjoy it to its fullest. I would have been better if you could just sit quiet and gave her a chance, rather than making her to lose her self-esteem before the day. Rihanna and Beyonce, who performed at the 2013 and 2016 shows, have both, perhaps wisely, stayed out of the drama on this one, but Smith was eager to set the record straight with a series of tweets. We just hope he mind his utterances next time. Rihanna's partner A$AP Rocky has also ignored the controversy and is excited for her show. The rapper A$AP Rocky has actually moved the narrative away from Smith's drama by hailing his lady, Rihanna, for her readiness to perform at the upcoming Super Bowl halftime show. I'm so glad that my lady's back making music again and whatnot, and getting back out there, Rocky told Apple Music. It's just incredible. He added, the Super Bowl is huge, and her being the creative she is, she going to bring it, man. I'm excited. I'm more excited than everybody else, honestly. We really just like the way both ladies stayed quiet and didn't respond to Smith, and also how A$AP Rocky just brings in positive energy to melt down the drama. Rihanna should get prepared to use this opportunity to change Smith's narrative. I hope you are enjoying my content. Kindly share your opinion in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell to keep up with updates. Thank you for watching and see you soon. Cheers.